Namaste viewers, welcome to Gnana channel. Let us try to understand the Brahma Sutra. Brahma Sutra, Upadeśa-bhedāt. The sutra goes like this: Upadeśa-bhedāt neti chet na ubhayasmin avirodhāt. So this is the sutra. Let us try to understand the sutra, why it is there. Here, the purpose of this sutra, the purpose of this formula is, there are different types. There are the what you call Vedas, describe Brahman, describe this ultimate thing in different ways. So there is a doubt in the mind that they are all different things. The Brahman is different. It is differently it is described. But this sutra says no, understanding differences in teaching, that's all. There is no contradiction. Understanding difference in teaching is there is no contradictions in the Brahman. This is what it says. Upadeśa-bhedāt neti chet na ubhayasmin avirodhāt. So let us try to go through this sutra a little more in detail. Let us try to understand word by word meaning. Then we'll go to we will try to integrate all those things. Upadeśa-bhedāt. That means because of the differences in teachings or instructions. That means there are different instructions. Sometimes it is said something, it is said something. That is what it means. Neti chet, na iti chet. That means one says no for that reason. It is not for that reason. Na, no, that's not correct. Ubhayasmin in different cases or in both cases. Ubhaya means both. Avirodhāt, because there is no contradiction. See, these sutras are very, very crisp and then to the point. So while understanding it, we will have to expand it and then we will have to understand it. So the simple meaning of the sutra is, if someone says, if there is somebody who is saying that Brahman can't be the same everywhere, because the different Upanishads describe it in different ways. Because Upanishads they describe in different ways. This sutra says no, because even with differences, there is no contradiction here. It is all same only. That is what it means. Now, why this sutra was needed? The context is like this. So the different Upanishads speak of Brahman in slightly different ways. One Upanishad may say Brahman has no qualities, Nirguna. Another will say Brahman has divine qualities, Saguna. And one more, it says it is light, Jyotihi, Jyotiratma, Nirguna Brahma, Saguna Brahma, Jyotiratma. Another one will say Akashatma, Akasha, space, or pure consciousness, Satchit Anandam. So it is differently being spoken, differently being described. So someone may object, they say, if the descriptions are different, if one says it is light, another says space, and another says pure consciousness, another says Saguna, Nirguna, all these kinds of things, they're all talking about different things. So the Upanishads They are all talking of different things. Therefore, the Brahman may not be the same. Brahman may be different than all these things. That is what a doubt arises in the mind. Because they are talking about different things, not the same Brahman. The sutra answers in positive way. No, that is not true. That is not the way. All these descriptions, they point to the same one Brahman. They point to that same Brahman, but from different perspectives, different angles. It has been described. They suit to the different minds and levels of understanding. We can say that this way. So these sutras, they are trying to whatever that is said in the Upanishads, it's trying to integrate all the things and then give a comprehensive picture of the Brahman. That is how it is. So now here what we have to understand, the analogy is, people describe the sun. One says he gives light. See, some kind of if you want to give some kind of analogy, you think of this sun. Sun gives light. Sun gives heat. Heat, and then all the sun gives a lot of other kinds of radiations, other kinds of magnetic radiation, so many things, it is. Now, the science, it says so many things you get from light. For another one say, no, the sun is rising in the east, something, all these kinds of things. But all of them, they are different ways of describing this sun. They are not contradictions. That doesn't mean that sun is not giving light, or sun is, even if he gives light, light is one aspect, heat is another aspect, east is another aspect, so like that. Similarly, all these Upanishadic teachings on Brahman are, they are one and the same Brahman, not multiple different realities, not different things. This is what it means to say, this particular sutra. So, some spiritual insight, for whoever reads it, it is, don't get confused by the variety of scriptures. There are a lot of variety of scriptures, all point to the same truth, only in different languages, only in different contexts, and only in different ways. Brahman is beyond words. Brahman is, you can't just yathor vacha nivartante, they say, it is beyond all these descriptions. But scriptures use different symbols, different examples, different language, different methods, and different ways to help different people, people with different different levels of understanding, to understand this Brahman. This is what. Even if some texts say, not this, not Neti, and others give positive descriptions of Brahman, says, you start describing and say it is not. You start describing something and say it is not that. So, all these things, and others give positive descriptions of the Brahman is like this, like that, both help us to understand, both help us to reach the same infinite self. This is the gist of this sutra. So even though Upanishads describe Brahman in different ways, there is no contradiction. They all point to the same one truth. This is the sutra. With this explanation on this sutra, we conclude this episode. I hope this was quite informative. Viewers, with this, we conclude this. Please like, share, and then subscribe to our channel. Please post your comments in the comment box after going through the video completely without skipping. Thank you.